do a shadow reading. So the site of this thing, dependency. This feels like your self-worth. It feels like you are maybe feeling very dependent right now on somebody. This could be on a family member. This could be on a significant other, a husband, a wife. Feels like you are kind of relying on someone to pull through. There's not a lot of good self-worth here because you feel like you need other people in your life to survive. It feels like you need maybe to be dependent, or you're dealing with a shadow of dependency on people. Maybe you are finding it hard to detach from people, family members or significant others. The armor, hard shell or defense mechanism. Pain feels like too much. It feels too unbearable to maybe be self-sufficient or to not be dependent on these individuals in your life. Maybe it is a very painful process for you to actually detach from these people because you have a lot of love for them, but this is what's causing you pain because you are refusing to have that love for yourself. You're refusing to have that self-love and that self-worth. Yes, it's a great help, but once it becomes a codependent relationship, that's when things get messy. You feel a lot of pain surrounding this. You could be isolating yourself. You could be self-medicating. This could be addiction. Like you just want to kind of like not deal with it. And it's very painful for you. You feel it. All right, so the toxin, the belief or lie you were telling yourself, judgment. I'm going to be judged. I'm not going to be let back in. I'm going to maybe not be loved anymore. It feels like whoever in my collective is feeling this shadow is afraid of like the words of other people. This person is afraid of hearing things that they don't want to hear maybe from people that they love. Maybe they are afraid of the things that may come out of these other individuals' mouths when they decide this. There's a lot of judgment surrounding this. This also feels like could have to do with like societal pressure. It feels like this could have to do with like status in the world and potentially even like, it feels like the toxin you're telling yourself is the judgment is going to be too harsh. I am going to be judged harshly for this. And there's a fear that comes with that. Yeah, like no one wants to be judged first for a decision that they feel like they are making the right decision for. The inflammation, how does this create conflict or swelling in your outer world? You are not able to be your authentic self. This creates kind of a conflict in your outer world because it almost is you are being fake. It feels like people could see that you are kind of like wearing this mask. It also feels like this could be really, really kind of like mucking up your energy. It feels like it could really be weighing your energy down and dampening your energy because of the pain that you're feeling, or the dependency you feel on these people. But it feels like right now from the outside looking in, like you are not properly taking care of your soul. You are not cleansing, you are not protecting. And it feels like because of this, your energy is kind of just like all over the place. You could feel very weak right now. You could feel very emotionally unstable, very tenderhearted, very like if one more thing happens, like I'm gonna lose it. And this has been making it really hard for you to kind of just like be yourself and be relaxed like you've always been and kind of just like freely show your soul without fear that you're looking for tenderness from someone. It feels like you're looking for tenderness. Nest. Inner child and boundaries. Yeah, you didn't have a lot of boundaries when you were growing up. It feels like maybe your inner child was not maybe in your family. Feels like maybe that your inner child was a lot. Your inner child maybe had a lot of abandonment issues, had a lot of issues with maybe feeling like they were going to lose people or people weren't going to be there the next day. A lot of abandonment issues here, and it feels like this has stemmed from childhood, and this could be you just watching the energies in your environment, like growing up watching the people around you and what kind of boundaries they set and what kind of boundaries they had. So it's almost like you learned to protect your inner child with these boundaries, but somebody in my collective just does not want to be the one left. Somebody in my collective just does not want to be alone. It feels like somebody wants connection, somebody wants tenderness from someone. And it feels like maybe their childhood is what really has made this so difficult for them, has made it so hard for them to kind of maybe feel that pain and like let that pain go. Maybe focus on the codependent relationships they have and let those go. The anti-venom, the medicine, vulnerability. And this is not like, you don't have to go online and be like, this is my story, like I'm vulnerable. No, being vulnerable can be with yourself. But most likely it feels like they're calling you to be vulnerable and ask for help. Be vulnerable and tell people how you feel. Be vulnerable and be honest with maybe what is weighing on you and why it's weighing on you. Because otherwise people are just going to assume you're fine. They may see you struggling. They may still act like they don't see it. So you need to be vulnerable. You need to speak on how you feel, and you need to find a safe space to do that, whether that is with your therapist, whether that is with friends. You need to find a safe space, a safe person, somebody that you feel like you can be vulnerable with. Let this pain go. That's the only way you're going to be able to stop feeling this pain, is when you are truly honest with yourself and you are able to show maybe the difficult sides of yourself that you have kept hidden for so long. The Scorpion's essence, the raw power. Scorpion's essence, the raw power. It will help you mend. It will help you heal. This will help you heal your soul, and this will help you create stronger boundaries for these situations that may come in the future, that may come for the rest of your life. Because let's face it, like there's going to be people around you that are going to maybe make you feel this way, or be family around you that tries to make you feel this way again, because it's just something that it's like second nature. It's something that no one has taught them otherwise. So it feels like this being vulnerable will kind of like show you that there is room to change. Even in the darkest of situations, there is room to have more. There is room to be wrong. You know, it's like there is room to make mistakes and not be so shamed by them, you know, like make mistakes and not be shameful maybe about making those mistakes. And it almost feels like strength to kind of like just be more authentically you and start speaking on things that maybe are bothering you. Okay. All right. So if this message resonates with you, comment below, or if you want to get a reading with me, link is in my bio.